Hey guys, Metal Viking 82 here, back to show us some more plunder that I have acquired over the last, well, quite a while actually. Been a while since I've done a video. Between work and my personal life, I've just had a lot on my plate, and this is the first chance I've had to actually do some videos. So I'm going to get those taken care of, hopefully today. But yeah, I got a lot to go through here, and I'm actually going to start off with the stuff I got in my last couple of Metalhead boxes. I'm not going to show all the extra stuff. I'm just going to show the music and things like that. They did send a couple DVDs in the last couple boxes. First is like a Finnish comedy about a metal band, and I haven't had a chance to watch either of these, by the way. This is a Heavy Trip. I can remember hearing about this movie, and I was wanting to see it, so when I saw it pop up in one of my last boxes, I was just like, oh yeah, finally. And then a documentary that I've been contemplating picking up, and I'm glad I didn't buy it yet. This is Murder in the Front Row, the San Francisco Bay Area thrash metal history documentary. Yeah, so really looking forward to giving this one a watch. Music-wise, got quite a bit here that I did not know. This is Apocryphon and Fabricant, their split album. Pretty cool artwork. Crepuscola, Revolution, Evolution. And this one, you can pretty much tell what you're going to get just by the artwork and the name and everything. This is Elbow Deep with bodily fluids. I mean, there's not much guesswork to what that one's going to sound like. This one, I'd seen the logo around not only Facebook, but other places. And I know they're supposed to be like a death thrash band, but I haven't had a chance to spin this one yet. This is Psychotomy with Aphotic. And this one, though, I've listened to it several times now, and I absolutely love it. Definitely one of the best EPs that I've heard so far this year. This is Expunged with their self-titled. This is pretty much very Entomb-esque style Swedish death metal, but these guys are actually from Canada. I highly recommend you check this one out. I absolutely loved this CD. All right, moving on to the used stuff. I actually had the chance to go to a Half Price Books here a little while back. Ever since all this bullshit went down, everything had been locked down, obviously. But I finally was able to go up there, and I spent a lot of money, and I left a lot of stuff up there. So apparently somebody had sold off a good chunk of their collection before everything got locked down. First three, all by the same band. This is Veil of Noth with their self-titled EP. And The Prodigal Empire. And Veil of Noth 2. Really dig that artwork. I always love that artwork. What's funny is all those were on my Amazon wish list at one point or another, and I ended up finding all of them there. All right, give me a little handful of stuff here. Hold on. Oh, everything's falling apart on me. And the thing is this with the used ones, a lot of these were blind buys. I knew a couple of these bands, and there's some that I may have recognized the name, but I've never heard of them. But got Depths of Hatred with Aversionist. This is one of those bands that I had heard of, but not heard anything by. Decimated Humans, Dismantling the Decomposed Entities. Ekperosis, Asphyxiating Devotion. Brutality, When the Sky Turns Black. Deteriorate in Ancient Beliefs. And this one here, I bought because of, not only because I thought it looked interesting, but then I saw that Austin Lunn from Panopticon played on this album, and I believe this is the only thing that he did with the band before he left. And this is Anagnorisis, Overton Trees. There's the name if you want to check that out for yourself, which I highly recommend you do. And this one, totally different from the rest of them. I was really excited to see this in there because, you know, I'm a big Ted Nugent fan. Really been getting into his music a lot more lately, and I knew he was in a project called the Amboy Dukes, and I actually found one of their albums up there. This is Ted Nugent and the Amboy Dukes, Call of the Wild. It's a little bit different than what you think of with Ted Nugent. It's more of honestly, it's just straight up rock, like old school 60s and 70s style rock is basically what you're getting with this release here, but I absolutely love it. All right, moving on, we got excuse me. All right, sorry about that. My stuff was falling over. I had to get it back in order here so I can actually continue. Got a couple here from Vargas Records. I'm going to be doing some reviews for these hopefully later on this morning, so you'll get my full thoughts on them then. This is Mahapralaya, Death and Dissolution, and the debut from Valis, Festering Anti-Cosmic Wound. Again, you'll get my full thoughts in the reviews, which I plan on trying to record right after this. Hopefully. Next up, Carnivora, The Vision, Unholy Desecration, Unholy Horde. Absolutely killer album. Been after this one for a little while. Really good black and death metal out of Texas. Next up, pretty much definitely a contender for album of the year for me. Sojourner, Premonitions. I have been friends with these guys for a while, and I've just loved watching how their music has evolved and how successful they are becoming and how much better they are becoming with every album as they go along, and I'm just super happy for all their success. So yeah, definitely check out the new Sojourner. Well worth your time. The next three I picked up from Amazon using a gift card some friends got me for my birthday here recently. Got the new Aborted EP, La Grande Masquerade. Absolutely killer stuff. Aborted, just do not disappoint. Then we have a new band for me. Seen them mentioned here recently on Facebook. This is Straight Line Stitch with Transparency. Really solid EP, really good. Metalcore, metallic hardcore, whatever you want to call it, but definitely worth checking out. And then used the last little bit of the gift card to pick this up. In the end, it only cost me like $7, I think, for this, if that. And that is the new Trivium, What the Dead Men Say. Have not had a chance to listen to this in full, but I've heard a few songs on Liquid Metal here recently, and they sounded really good. Next four came from pretty much one of my favorite sellers off of eBay, Mad Rush Media. Got a couple of Dutch death. I'm so used to saying Dutch death metal, but Dutch metal albums here. This is Picture with Traitor. My buddy Bono over at Good Music Promotions introduced me to this band. He sent me a CD of theirs, and yeah, if you love old school heavy metal, definitely check out Picture. Really good stuff. And some more Dutch, just traditional heavy metal. This is Burning Witches with Dance with the Devil. I've enjoyed the rest of their stuff, so I was really looking forward to getting this one. Was not disappointed. Got the new Vader album, Solitude and Madness. It's Vader. It's solid stuff. This one I actually had an original pressing of, but when I saw he had this reissue, I just had to pick it up. This is Resurrection with Embalmed Existence. I really love that really shiny slip cover, and I picked this up not only because I wanted to see how the remastered version of this sounded, but it also has on a second disc their demos from 91 and 92, so I believe have all of their recorded material now. Next two from Vargas Records, got the new Putrid Pile, Revel in Lunacy. Finally picked this up. I know it just came out not that long ago, but it's like I couldn't find it anywhere in my usual channels, I guess you could say, that had it. And I haven't ordered from Savard in so long, but yeah, I need to really order from there again because it was as great as I remembered it. But yeah, new Putrid Pile, definitely go check that out. Really good one-man brutal death metal. Then we have some more Texas brutal death metal here. This is Defiled Crypt with Convoluted Tombs of Obscenity. Really killer stuff. Josh over at Runner JMA, Josh Armijo, showed this recently, and I just had to pick this up after I checked it out. I was like, wow. It's like, these guys kill. And last but not least, Chugcore got in copies of this CD. Apparently the band, I think it was, found copies of this. And this reissue here has been out of print for a while and really hard to find. But this is Black Tongue with Born Hanged and Falsifier Redux. Yeah, really glad to finally add this to the collection, and I cannot wait to give this a listen. So yeah, that is going to do it. Like I said, not sure how often I'm going to be making videos after I do the ones today, so I'll try to keep up as best that I possibly can with everything going on. So yeah, that is going to do it. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and until next time, stay brutal.